Okay, Jesus said to store it for ourselves treasures in heaven because treasures in heaven actually last. Paul referred to the church in Thessalonica as his crowning achievement. This week we're going to be talking about crowning achievements and what it is that we're really striving for, what's really important in our lives. Now, I'm not a crown guy. I couldn't imagine winning a crown, wearing a crown, or even trying to compete to wear a crown. And so it makes me happy that that's not what my life is supposed to be about. I am intrigued, though, by this idea of what is it that I can store in heaven? What treasure can I store in heaven? There's only one treasure you can store in heaven. Those are the people that you love, the ones that you want to take with you into heaven. Your family, your friends, your co-workers. So it's no mistake that Paul says that the people in Thessalonica are his crowning achievement. What he's been working toward, what he's been hoping for, is that their faith would be so stable and so solid that all the persecution, all the struggles, all the pain and strife we're going to go through because the world doesn't accept our faith is going to be worth it, because in the end he can look and say, those people are Christians, those people have faith, and I contributed in even just a small part to their faith and to the building up of their faith. So this week we're going to start with show and tell. I want you to bring with you to your life group something to show and tell, a diploma, something you're proud of, some crowning achievement that you kind of really take pride in. It's okay if it's silly. That's all right. Bring something that you want to share with the group and say, okay, it may be kind of goofy, but I'm actually proud of this. And then we want to move into a discussion of what we're really proud of and what really means something to us. What legacy are you wanting to leave when you're done with this life? Is it the stuff, the power, the wealth, or is it the relationships and the love that you want to, leave behind? The people that know you and love you that say, hey, they added into my life. Is there anything great that you've already accomplished that really, compared to the relationships you have, you would just discount completely? We're going to have two discussion questions that I want you to think about. Is first of all, what is my number one achievement or success in life so far? And secondly, what is my biggest failure in life so far? I think we learn more from our failures than we do from our successes, but we can also gain knowledge from our successes to discuss, well, what did I do there that I can repeat in another time, that I can kind of use that as an example or an icon of how to behave so I can have more success relationally with people. And who is your crowning achievement? Not what is your crowning achievement, who is your crowning achievement? Now, it would be real easy for parents to say my kids, or for kids to say my parents or grandparents, so on and so forth. But I want you to think in both worlds, both your immediate family, your people that you're related to, but also I want you to think of the spiritual family. Who is it that you've kind of poured time and invested in, and their faith has grown, and they've let you know, hey, you've helped my faith. It's okay to acknowledge that somebody says, you have helped my faith, because we want to be in the business of encouraging other people's faith. And one way that we can do that is by writing a note. Now, you're supposed to write at least one note, and I want to encourage you to write two notes. The first note, write to a person who invested in you, that put time and effort and encouragement into your life, and let them know how much you appreciate them. But then also write a second note, and write that note to a person that you've invested in and you're proud to see where their faith is. It's okay to let them know, I see you growing in Christ, and your faith is an encouragement to me. We're all going to check out of this life sooner than later, before we know it, before we expect it. And what treasures are we storing in heaven so that when we're there, we get to say, glad to see you. Have a good week. Have a great weekend. Read 1 Thessalonians 2, verses 13 through the end of the chapter. Read the whole book for that matter as you prepare for this Sunday at Northwest. God bless, and have a great weekend.